everyone, Fluffy here, back with I say back with, I've never done one of these. It is a tasting and a discussion about some teas that I found, and one of them is wild thyme tea. This is the organic, and I picked the wild thyme because I figured it would be organic and probably non-GMO. The other one is lemon balm. Now, I came across these two through the medical medium. I know that y'all have heard me talk about him before. He's a doctor, and he is, I think his name is Anthony Williams. Excuse me, but he calls himself the medical medium. Get your money, wait, and get your money. Almost answered it. Let me turn that down, y'all, because I know it gets on somebody else's nerves. Jeez. Anyway, I'll keep it where I can see it in case the kid calls. The only reason why I would want to answer it. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to make something simple, y'all. What the hell? Okay. The thyme tea on my Facebook, there were a bunch of my Facebook friends that tagged me in an article about the thyme tea. And the lemon balm tea I just come across because I have the medical medium on my Facebook. Ew. I might be able to wear this one, y'all. This one's like hurting my head. See if I stick it on my glasses. It doesn't pop off. It's my girl's rule. Got it at Target with the bow. Bow is separate. Because we do rule, don't we, girls? Okay. So, the first one I want to try, and we're going to try both of these. Now, let me start off by saying that I'm not a medical professional. I'm not involved in the medical field whatsoever. I am not sponsored by the medical medium at all. I just really like what he has to say about your health and eating. And so I read his thingies, but I don't know if it's laziness or whatever. He was the one that told me about the chaga. So I just wanted to clarify that. And always check with your medical professional about mixing stuff. Thyme is in everybody's food. You know, you put thyme in foods. But I know that, like with levothyroxine, which is what my ex took or takes, I say took because I don't know if she's on something different now, for her thyroid, because she no longer has a thyroid. So they put on levothyroxine, and they told her do not eat grapefruit because the grapefruit will lessen the potency of the levothyroxine. I don't know if they said all citrus, but the word grapefruit juice came out of the doc's mouth. So she couldn't ever have it. I don't think she ever really drank it anyway. And then she slowed down on her orange juice just in case. So anyway, that's why I check it before you try these. You know, it doesn't have medical warnings that I can read, but let's keep it real. I can't read all this small one, although on this one, the lemon one, it said, be careful because it may cause drowsiness. Well, hell, with us fibro people, that's what we need, right? So I'm going to go ahead and open them and get them steeping. I'm going to do one at a time. We'll start. This one tastes the most gross, so well, it smells really strong. It's almost got a lemony tint to it, but it doesn't say with lemon. So, what a cute box. You would say that, you girl. Okay, so, and then I have some Colorado honey to add to it, because, yeah, I don't think I can take this straight. Ooh, strong. I read, because I can't remember, because my fog, I forgot why I had bought this. I remember this one, but I thought, I forgot what the hell why I wanted the lemon. So I looked up both of them. I will link the articles where you can find more information from the medical medium or do your own research in my description so you can see. I left a lot of information out or we'd be here all day. And while this is steeping, I'm going to read what I found. All right, so Let that steep. The spoon in there to keep the leaf in there. Okay, so since we're doing the thyme, I will read it first. Trust me, it's real short. It's not long, and I left a lot out, so that's why I encourage you to go read yourself. Thyme tea by the medical medium. It has antiviral properties, which helps with the flu and others. I wrote flu down because it's going around. If taken on a regular basis, it can significantly help to reduce the viral load in the body, which is highly beneficial for those suffering with chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, Hashimoto's thyroiditis. I wanted to write that down because normally I stop at fibro, but somebody told me they had Hashimoto's, I think, and it lists like 3 or 4 more. Thyme tea also helps stimulate memory. Okay, you warriors, like seriously, we need that, right? It's like, what? I gotta write that one down and tell them. It eases headaches and muscle tension, soothes coughs, relieves fever, and fights colds and infections. It can aid in the digestion of rich and fatty food. So, and there's like a whole bunch more, but there were pinpoints that I took from it, and I would read it verbatim, but I don't know if I minimize this, does it still record? So, and then at the bottom of that article that I'll give you, it gives you a recipe for the tea and then a recipe for thyme water to have it cold. And what he gives is the recipe for fresh thyme, and it encourages you that it grows real easy. Every time we have a thyme leaf, yes, even when my daughter's here, it dies. We can't seem to keep fresh herbs alive. So I'm hoping that the dried thyme works just as well. You know what I mean? And it's not just the fresh. So hopefully, maybe you might have to take 2 cups a day, whereas if you did the fresh, you know. But in another article that wasn't the medical medium, they gave the recipe for both fresh and dried. So, and it was just, you know, so when I saw this in the already tea form, you know, because the less we have to do for ourselves, the more likely we are. And I know that's a lot of honey, but it's better than than sugar, right? Right? Just say yes. Let me see. Okay, thank y'all for who agreed with me. My hat's coming off my flower. My flower. Really? Yeah, I really need to drink this fast. Okay. Let's see how it tastes, because I'm really expecting this to be caca. So, let me push back. So I don't get the bag in my face. Oh my God, this smells strong, y'all. Okay, doesn't suck. Doesn't suck. It tastes kind of weak. I mean, I can taste it. I don't know if I've let it steep long enough. But the honey, the little bastard doesn't want to stay down. Let's see. That's it. It's kind of a greenish brownish color. When I smelled it, it had lemony undertones. It claims that it does, but it doesn't. I don't taste the lemony. Oh, it's breathing it though. I was blowing my nose, and I even have my toilet paper because I went through almost a whole package of this morning, so I thought, okay, I'll keep it nearby in case but this is calming the nostrils. Could just be the steam. And what I'll do is I'll drink these both for a week or so. It doesn't say that it's immediate, the results or the effects. So I'll do it for about a week. It is Tuesday, so I'll try to remember. Y'all remind me, hey, it's almost Tuesday. And I'll do the review part and let you know if I feel better if it's doing what it says that it does. Y'all, even if it's the placebo effect, it's still technically working, right? Okay, let's get the lemon balm. Y'all, it's cold here. I'm feeling cold today. It's in the 60s. It's been cold. But I had to put the heater on, and we haven't had the heater on in a while. See, it's got writing, and I can't. Now, this I find interesting. I've managed to read a little bit of it, and the lemon balm is actually produced in the Rhine country. And my mother is from Koblenz, and that is where the Rhine River and the Mosel River meet. So I thought that tickled me to death. It's from, what do they call it? A cooperative, farmer's co-op. That's what the individual pack looks like. Get a screenshot and maybe enlarge it and read that, as I don't think I can read it. Naturally caffeine-free herbal tea. That's all I can read. There's like a whole lot of writing back here. But I'm figuring tea is tea, and it's all steeped the same way. Now watch, you have to, for this one, you have to hold the left arm up. And this will be a short one because it's just doing a review of this. I wonder if it's in the chamomile family, because when my daughter was a toddler, she still had her bottle, and she had a lot of tummy troubles. I would make her chamomile tea, weak chamomile tea, and then I would cool it off and put it in her bottle to help her with her. Okay, now, that's what it kind of tastes to me like. So let's get it steeping. See my hand shaking from just holding this up here. This is a thermos carafe. We used to have a coffee maker where you would steep it in here, and the coffee maker broke, but we kept this because for like teas and stuff, it keeps the water hot. And I just remembered last minute I had it. I'm like, ooh, it takes a while to set everything up, even something simple like this. So I'll brew the hot water and keep it in there. Okay, that's looking a little yellower. All right, let's read real quick the boring part. But it is a review. It is not a review, but it is a tasting and a going over it. When I say it was going to be, y'all remind me, because then when I do the title, I won't remember. Lemon balm from the medical medium. It is also known as Melissa because of the word Melissa officinalis is the botanical word for this lemon balm. It is an essential herb for calming the nerves, especially those involved in digestion. And it went on and on and on about the digestive and a lot of complicated words. I will also link where I found that information. I kept the tabs up so that you can read it in full. But a lot of the stuff that it does, this stuff, why didn't people come up with this before? You know, I guess people are, I'm not really into tea unless it's like leaf tea. Like I had that one time where I put that ungodly amount of sugar in it, so I like hot tea. I don't like sticking lemon in it like everybody else, even cold tea. Okay, Fluffy, focus. Back to this, okay. Lemon balm is a kind of herb it has trace minerals, and they were 7 named. It has so it is it is a kind of heal-all herb. It's what it said. I wrote this and I can't freaking read it. What the hell? It has trace minerals, has large amounts of micro mineral silica. Plus, it's a B12 conserving herb, which means it helps the body to, I shortened it, but it said it keeps tabs or something on the amount on the B12 so that it helps your body not use it all up. And you know, those of us with fibro, we are lacking in some vitamins and minerals. We're always deficient. And so this will help the B12, and of course B12 is for energy. So the last thing I wrote, lemon balm detoxes the liver, spleen, and kidney, which can eliminate UTIs. And I know someone else told me, and I know who it is, but I really don't want to say. So sometimes when I say someone else told me, sometimes I can't remember, but sometimes I can, and I don't want to say because I don't know if I'm free to say it. Make sense? So that's all I put, but this is only like not even half of what the article said. So I know reading medical articles and things like that are boring, but as I was writing it down, I'm like, oh, there's so much. I wish the printer worked so I could just print it and just read it off. But it's a very interesting read. And once again, I am not a medical person. I don't know if there's scientific fact to back up what he's saying. He is a doctor, but he in the articles, he didn't put a link to his lemon balm tea. He didn't put a link to his thyme, his thyme tea. He advocates the fresh. And so that's why, like when I went on the Atkins diet, that he would tell you, you need to supplement your vitamins because when you cut out whole food groups, you're going to be lacking. And so he would list his suggestions of how much of this vitamin, that one, but he never put a link. Oh, by the way, I sell this supplement. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why I really took what he had to say at heart. The same thing with the medical medium. Again, the book's way over there, and my clothing will not grab it because I wanted to show you his book. I do have his book, and I need to read it. I just need to just bite the bullet and read it. But I found these two teas very interesting, and so I thought, well, I'll give it a try and see what we think. Again, if you're nervous, check with your doctor. Let them know what you want to start drinking. I didn't do that because I'm a what the hell person. They're herbs. What could they hurt? It's lemon balm and then it's thyme. We put thyme in food. So, but if you're really nervous about that, there's nothing wrong with that. Hell, we got enough issues to worry about, much less what tea's going to do to our body. Let's see. Oh, this almost smells like just like regular hot tea. Let's see when we taste it. Okay, it doesn't suck. I'm going to have an easier time drinking the thyme, and maybe because I do put thyme in food, than the lemon balm, but it doesn't taste overly lemony. It doesn't taste overly gross. It does taste real close to the chamomile family. Real close, and I'm really interested to know if it is in the chamomile family or whatever. Because it does taste chamomile-like. And it tastes very weak, so I'm probably going to have to steep it some more. But let's see if I can get you a shot. Excuse the lipstick. See how it's more yellowy like? Yeah, I can drink that. I'm not going to have, as long as the kid keeps me in honey, I'm not going to have a hard time drinking these. So once again, we've got the, I bought the wild thyme tea. I'm not going to really put a link for Amazon of these. Here, just take a screenshot, and it's also in my, okay, because they have a lot of different ones. Like I said, I got the wild thyme. They have regular thyme. This one had a smaller box, and they were sold out. So I got the bigger box because people probably want to try it and stuff instead. But it's something that I know that I'll be able to drink. So just check it out. Maybe do extra research. Make sure that it doesn't interact. I know a lot of my viewers are chronically ill, and I know that some of y'all take an ungodly amount of medicines, which if that's what you need, that's what you need. So if you're nervous at all, look it up. Make sure, I encourage y'all, it's my disclaimer, to make sure it doesn't interact. I personally don't think so. I don't see like red writing where it's warning you. The only warning I saw on this one was that it could cause drowsiness, which, hello, that's not going to hurt us at all, is it, us fiber warriors? Get us something to knock us the hell out. I did get really good sleep, y'all. I got sleep from like 10:30 last night. I got up at like 4 in the morning to go to the restroom, sat down, sat on the edge of my bed for like 2 or 3 minutes to make sure the nostril was going to stay clear, rolled back over and woke up at 6 o'clock exactly. That is an unheard of amount of sleep. Now, you pay for it in pain because of our pressure points laying too long, but it was worth it. It was worth the really good amount of sleep. So I'm glad for that. So continue prayers for Sarge. We've got other people, our little community. It seems like everybody's getting sick and everybody needs prayers. So let's just say prayers for everyone. Because who doesn't need prayer every now and again, right? And it doesn't cost anything to pray, does it? Or send positive vibes. So, having said that, I'm going to let y'all go. God bless y'all. Positive vibes out to each and every one of you. Remember to always be kind. And for this, I will see you in about a week for the review. Y'all take care. Bye.